professional boxers just punch at a different kind of power. So this is one of the greatest, craziest, most unreal knockouts I've ever seen in combat sports, where a fighter off of his back knocked out the opponent with one punch. Now, we've seen stuff like this happen before, with Kevin Holland knocking out Jacare Souza, caught him with a couple punches and then finished him off. That was in the full guard. Another fighter also in the full guard was landing elbows on his opponent and finished him off, but these finishes took multiple blows to end the fight. This is different because the fighter was on his back and full mounted on. When you're on top of somebody in full mount, it is regarded as one of the most dominant positions in all of MMA, and you don't have the kind of power to drive off your legs and thrust yourself off the ground to deliver a good shot off your back. When you're in full mount, you are flat and you can't move your body. If you're throwing a punch, you're only able to generate power off of your upper body, but the power of punches usually come from the legs. In this position though, on your back, you're not able to generate power off of your legs. And Krzysztof Glowacki knocked out his opponent with one perfect left hook to the jaw and put him out cold. I have never seen this happen before. And actually, a lot of people don't know who Krzysztof Glowacki is. He was a former professional boxing world champion. He was a WBO cruiserweight champion who fought the likes of Alexander Usyk for 12 rounds, right now regarded as one of the best heavyweights on the planet. His record in boxing was 32-4. Very good boxer, extremely high level. He came into MMA, which a lot of boxers don't do. And I have to give a lot of credit to someone like Glowacki to do that, because most boxers are intimidated to go into the sport. He was getting beat up. He went to the ground very quickly, was getting dominated on the ground, eating some big shots, and then uncorked one left hook. And the way he did it, it showed that it was not a lucky punch either. He knew exactly what he needed to do when the opponent was throwing punches at him. So not only are boxers masters at evading punches on the feet, they're even good at defending them while they're on their back as well. No matter what position punches are getting thrown at them, they are the masters at defending punches regardless of the position. He had his hands up just like a boxer would do, guarding himself with small gloves, and he was rolling with the punches. Notice how every single punch from his opponent was not landing flush. A couple of them landed, but they were glancing. And then once his opponent threw a left hook while on top, trying to get it around the guard, it just touches Glowacki, but Glowacki actually moves with the punch, creating some momentum on that rotation, which is also naturally coiling up his left hand, and he uncorks that left hook at the moment his opponent throws a punch with his right hand. So he moves with that one and cracks his opponent with the left hook, putting him out. You could even see the audience. Everybody was shocked. We've never seen this happen before. And it just goes to show you that professional boxers, especially champions, have an ungodly amount of power in their hands. This is just another clear example as to how these guys coming from boxing, who've trained their hands ever since they were a little kid, to be able to develop that much power. They may not be the best at defending kicks and takedowns and submissions and all the other stuff, but when it comes to hands, there is nobody in the world that is capable of what they're capable of. And Glowacki's not even like the best boxer or anything. He was a former champion, but imagine what even higher caliber boxers could do with their hands in different sports like this. I mean, with 4-ounce gloves, it's only going to increase the damage they inflict. They're used to boxing with 10-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves. With 4 ounces, you're going to see a boxer do a lot of damage if he touches you. And this is another example why I was talking about Devin Haney, what you could do to a guy like Bradley Martin. Boxers just hit so differently. People just don't understand. They see them boxing with each other. High-level boxers fighting high-level boxers. But when they go up against someone who's not on that same kind of skill level with their hands, you see the maximum potential they can do to somebody that's not on that level. I mean, could you imagine if you're the guy on top, right? You got this guy down. You're hammering down, raining down punches. Boom, catching him with the left, catching him with the right. I'm destroying this guy. He has nothing for me. I'm in full mount, blasting him in the face, on the temple, around the guard, through the guard. There's nothing he could do to me. Then, out of nowhere, the lights go out. That has to be one of the wildest experiences for that guy on top who was winning the fight. I mean, watching it back, that is crazy to see that I got knocked out like that.